can do with your life is when your cat looks away from the floor and then looks up at you and notices you've been in control of the red light the whole time. Screw this, Dad. I don't even care anymore. Epic has started doing, my cat Epic has started doing more like drama kitty poses. I'll just see him sprawled out with this look. What's wrong, Epi? So much drama. From what? Can you tell me? I wonder if he's going through this huge existential crisis, and I realize, no, he's a cat. Can't project onto him. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This is my 6th straight year at Zenkaikon. I'm not gonna lie, that's on you bastards. I keep telling them and lying to them every year that I am worth it, that I'm worth coming to the show. So thank you guys again for coming out on Friday night. Thank you guys so much. I know we're a little more Western than we're used to be. There's no Amish joke for that. They're really good people. I just got... Okay, there's a goat milk Greek yogurt across the street. I can't do Lent ever again. You're killing me with this. There's a coffee shop like 3 blocks away from this building. A peanut butter cookie. Peanut butter cookie. There's another peanut butter cookie beneath that. Sandwich between that, chocolate mousse. Half of it is dipped in milk chocolate. I can feel like diabetes creeping up. I can't throw it out. There are starving fat children somewhere. I can't do thin. Why do you think I'm wearing all black? Because it's a damn dirty lie. Thank you for coming out, guys. I could never do this back in high school. I had no confidence in high school. I had nothing back in high school. I used to get butt dialed by telemarketers. That'd be great before it. College got better. College, I had a lot of bisexual friends, which was fine for me because I was desperate. Any and everything worked for me. I couldn't say no to any of the good food out there. By the way, I don't do introductions at all. My name is Uncle Yo. I'm a geek-specific stand-up comedian, which means rather than a health insurance policy, I have hit points. Once those run out, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't afford health insurance. I want Mario's health insurance plan. Let me get this straight. You can just find gold coins lying around. You just find gold coins, and if you collect 100 of them, 100 little pennies just shining, you can beat death. Like snotty nose, whatever. You got 100 of those coins. You ever just save up to have like 3 digits worth of extra lives in Mario, and just for the fun of it, you're just running off, having him repeat his own death again and again. You're supposed to jump on the first cloud. I know, I like the music. What freaking Canadian health plan is that? That for 100 whatever, you beat death. I went in to just visit the skin doctor. I had a new mole. I didn't know what it was. I'm in a panic. I go in. I don't even take off my shirt. He just asked for $200. It's like, I normally charge $50 just for one shirt. What is this? But then there's Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't get Sonic the Hedgehog can run past the speed barrier, pass into Mach 1, Mach 2, Mach 3. The sheer friction against his face should be peeling away his skin. He should just look like drawn out jerky. You should just be able to see all of his muscles as his skin just rips away because he can run that fast with these tiny little skinny stick legs. Giant, like Centerbond, he just must have glutes of steel. I don't know what that is. But Sonic the Hedgehog can break the damn speed barrier, which means he can clearly survive friction, he can survive heat, and one little spike, oh my god! Oh my poor feet! The only piece of clothing he's wearing are his damn shoes! The only like armor protection clothing he's wearing, and one spike, whatever he's wearing, it just drops it. You never see where he's holding the damn rings either. You get 100 rings, you get the extra light, spike, you die. Sorry, Carl. But he just keeps going, and if you have one ring in Sonic the Hedgehog, you're basically indestructible. That's the whole point. You take the hit, the ring goes out, you grab the ring, come at me again, Robotnik. You have 100, and you collect like the first 5, and then the rest, screw it. But it's always the one, why not just hold on to the one ring. If holding on to one yellow ring gives you immortality, pierce your nipple with it. Wear it as a belt like an anklet. Wear it on you. Don't ever separate from the damn ring. If holding on to a ring could have me beat back, I would swallow it. I would weld it to my flesh, my skull, something. Come at me, bro. But no, I just lost it. You're in an underground volcano. The floor is literally lava.
Yeah.
Wear the damn ring. The whole point of bringing Tails into the franchise was to give your little brother someone to play as, because Tails can't really affect the world, but he's indestructible. The whole point of Sonic 2 was to just, oh, here's Robotnik. Have fun with him, Tails. You can kill him all you want. He's gonna keep coming back. He's immortal. Why can Super Mario hold his breath forever, and Sonic the freaking Hedgehog drowns after 10 bloody seconds? 10 seconds? Because he's doing somersaults in the water. That's his regular jump. That's hard to do. Stop somersaulting in the damn water. Nothing is worse than in any water level of any platformer game, and then the music comes in. There's the air bubble! Because everywhere you go in that game, the only cool thing about Sonic the Hedgehog is you go super fast, you can run through the whole level. Anytime you do that, the game is set up so that you will land on a spike and die. You will run into an enemy and die instantly. The only way to beat Sonic is to go through it nice and slowly. Here comes an enemy. Okay, sweet. That was great. I hate this game! I keep playing it again and again. I don't even care. He keeps drowning. You just wake up before an alarm clock hearing that music. I'm starting to hear that before I sexually climax now. I don't know what that indicates anymore. Am I drowning? Do I have 100 extra rings in the... Well... Whoops. See you about 9 months, Princess Sally. But Sonic the Hedgehog, any robot he jumps on, any enemy he kills, you release the little animal inside, right? And you're never gonna thank you. They just bounce away. Boo! Oh, little bunny is flying away, little bird is flying away. You ever notice how sometimes you'll kill an enemy in midair and a bird won't fly out? It'll be like a cow or a rabbit, something that can't fly.
Oh gosh.
You ever wonder what sound those things make when they finally hit the ground? You're on an airship, you bump on something, woo! Should have handed him the rings. Too bad. I said I'm a geek-specific comedian, which means it's a term I have finally felt like embracing. Because if I was always going to be called something again and again, I was going to believe it, I was going to become it, I was going to give a damn about it, and if I was going to be a geek, I was going to be the best damn geek I could be, which is all you can ever be, is the best that you can ever be. My therapist said I need to stop silently judging the front row. Or maybe next year. He also said I need to stop labeling people. This is coming from the dude who's called me manic depressive for like the last 10 years. Hypocrite. But why I'm proud to be a geek more than anything else, more than, well, obviously white male, so I don't live in Connecticut, so what is that going to do me? To be a geek is to be part of this amazing community. This unbelievable community, all the great franchises turned 50 this year. Doctor Who, X-Men, Johnny Depp, the franchises of funny hats and voices. Yield. 50 years of yield. Because the joy about being part of the geek community, we don't have scrappy borders that separate the rest of the world, like those imaginary political boundaries. We don't have age boundaries. We don't have race boundaries. We have a nation that sprawls the entire planet. It's called the internet. All of our memes, all of our jokes, that's ours. That's our community. We are a welcoming, burgeoning, weird thing. Does anyone else think that the Sailor Scouts are the new steampunk? Yes! Because typically it's like, oh, Pokemon, steampunk. Oh, My Little Pony, steampunk. Now everything gets turned into a Sailor Bloody Scout.
Woo!
For very good reasons. Yeah. We'll get into that in, I think, just a sec. What's blowing my mind is the overnight sensation of the Harlem Shake, how that thing took over the internet in like 30 seconds. The Harlem Shake, to me, is proof that James Bond failed and some secret conspiracy megalomaniac is actually in charge of the damn world. Or maybe like Professor X said, you know what, screw this. Screw this, I'm never gonna make peace between mankind and mutants. I want more cute cats on the internet. Just plus on Cerebo, more cats. Because I don't know how the internet evolved from like pornography to narcissism to cats. Where was that transition? I swear it's just Patrick Stewart sitting with some weird metal thing on his head. More cats. Yes. More cats. You can't help but, I mean, go too far in it sometimes. I understand how hard I love the franchises and why I love them the way I do. I'm just gonna find my light for a sec. There we go. You can't help it because the Harry Potter world have what were called muggles, people in the out-know who are typically lame. Anime fans, you have parents. No matter what you're gonna do, no matter what you're gonna talk about, you're eventually going to cross the line with somebody. Somebody is gonna come up to you and let you know, apparently, that you had offended them. I've had shows, someone comes up to me, comedian, there's the line. Sometimes it's fun to cross it, sometimes it's fun to play make-believe or to actually think about something for the first time in your life. People come up to me, I'm offended by that thing you said. Good! You know what? I'm constipated. You gonna write to your congresswoman, complain to the conwoman? No? Then maybe I should learn to deal with my own internal problems and stop spraying them around the audience. How about that, damn it? I'm still amazed at how many people out there don't know the difference between a board game and like a tabletop RPG. Because like I love my World of Darkness, I love my Dungeons and Dragons, except we have Pathfinder. But there's something so intimate to gathering around a table with a group of friends and then collaboratively designing characters, running through, creating a story on the fly. Because a good DM will give their players challenges and rewards. A great DM gives their players Stockholm Syndrome. Here comes the pizza delivery guy at like 3 in the morning. He's kept us locked in his mother's basement since Thursday. We haven't seen the sun in days. Why haven't you left? He promised me a sword. It's +3 against orcs. And it's mithril. You can't help. Sometimes it just comes up. So I wanted to take the time to make sure that everybody, and I mean everybody, was comfortable, was relaxed, was safe in their seats. So we want to take the time. There are a lot of people, a lot of subgroups who end up being the butt of a lot of jokes. So we want to take the time to apologize to anyone who ever got offended. So we want to take the time to apologize. Let me personally apologize to the conservatives and the liberals and the Calvinists and the creationists and the Christian scientists and the actual scientists and the Wiccans and the Buddhists and the Baptists and the Muslims and the Mormons and the Puritans and the Catholics and the grammar Nazis, the rule Nazis, the kosher Nazis, the feminazis, the Jews for Jesus, and all the other virgins and conspiracy theorists. Let me apologize too to all the misogynists and the rapists and the cockblockers and the pedophiles and the scumbags and the dirtbags, the douchebags, the fag hags, the lawyers, the hookers, the pimps, the victims of incest, the products of incest, and all the little tweeny boppers who legitimately read the Twilight novels. Let's be honest, if you're going to tell me that Twilight is the castration of American literature, at least admit 50 Shades of Grey is the damn lobotomy. Shall we apologize to the agnostics? I don't know. Apologize to the atheists? I don't believe so. Paraplegics, if you've ever been dismembered, Alzheimer's patients, if you even remember. So instead, let me apologize to the obsessive compulsives. They're out there. And the germaphobes, the homophobes, the narcoleptics, obsessive compulsives. The kleptomaniacs, obsessive compulsives. The anorexics, the people with Asperger's, the pathological liars, although I think we already said lawyers in that last part. Psychopaths, sociopaths, Scorpios, the clinically paranoid, because I am talking about you behind your back. And obsessive compulsives. How you doing, Q-Baby? It's just, okay, moving on. Let me apologize to my fan groups, my Trekkies, my Hoogians, my Bronies, my Pegasisters, my Otaku, my Narutards, my Avatars, my Weeaboos, my Deadheads, my Mechheads, my Cheeseheads, my Metalheads, Potterheads, Potheads, Crackheads, Believers, Brown Coats, Sherlockians, Jedis, cosplayers, homesucks, LARPers, gamers, Rage Quitters, Furries, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, Rednecks, White Trash, and all the other Hiddlestoners and Cumberbitches. And the Republicans, and the Democrats, and the Libertarians, and the Communists, and the Socialists, and the Satanists, and the Freemasons, and the Muppets, the Mimes, the Clowns, the Hippies, the Hipsters, the Yuppies, the overprivileged children of overexposed celebrities, and the Mac users, and the PC users, and the PCP users, and the heroin addicts, and the crack whores, and grad students, and the French. Reluctantly. The Irish, the British, the Flemish, the Scottish, the Amish, Canadians, Dominicans, Asians, non-Asians, Puerto Ricans, dinosaurs, dwarves, elves, orcs, wizards, bisexuals, asexuals, heterosexuals, homosexuals, and pansexuals from transsexual Transylvania! And the optimists, and the pessimists, and the Autobots and Decepticons, Maximals and Predacons, obsessive compulsives. I'm sorry if I've ever appeared or sounded even remotely once while you were half asleep listening to this on YouTube at all ever once racist or ageist or classist or ableist or elitist or sexist or fatalist or sadistic or Jurassic or plastic or spastic or fantastic or ever forgot for once your personal history and feelings taken into account for every single one of my actions, even though I have never met you before in my life. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not cool enough to take a stupid joke. That's grand. Because we were doing a convention up in Rochester last year. And the worst part about telling people that you're a stand-up comedian, especially in New York, is they'll always ask, oh, where do you go? Where do you perform? Oh, crap. It means I have to be the representative. I have to start translating. Oh, conventions. What kind of conventions? Hell. Let me tell you about Homestuck. But we had to represent sometimes, albeit a lot of the times, like, it swipes up, it's a bit reluctant. There was an older woman up in Rochester, Sunday morning, ZombieCon, and two full fursuit furries enter the breakfast buffet at a Holiday Inn. One, how are they going to get the damn food into their mouths? Second of all, you can't pretend to act shy if you're dressed in a furry. You are wearing the costume equivalent to a lighthouse. Sometimes you are the 400-pound gorilla in the damn room. So the woman asks, what is that? And my girlfriend and I have to explain, it's a convention in town. Oh, I understand, her exact words. I understand, nerds. I watched The Big Bang Theory. I'm sorry. Back that up, you reject from the Golden Girls. You understand nerds because you watch The Big Bang Theory. Then maybe I know how to build a house because I used to watch Home Improvement. I know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh because I watched the Abridged series on YouTube. I know how to eat people because I used to watch Shark Week. You belligerent old bastard. bastards, you don't know what it is to be a geek. You don't understand that passion that never goes out of fashion. You don't understand that impulse to dress like your favorite character and just bask for a moment and meet a complete stranger just based on what you're wearing, just based on trying to make friends across the entire internet. Have you ever stood outside in the freezing sleet at 1 in the morning because GameStop was having a midnight release of Resident Evil 5 instead of going to your sister's wedding? Oh yeah, because you were standing behind me in line. Have you ever laughed in the face of a 10-year-old because you just kicked their ass out of your library's weekend Pokemon tournament? Wait, really? I was making it up. You've done that? You're sick. I'm gonna do that when I get home. I'm gonna do that at the next Pokemon tournament.
Oh, God.
That's gonna be grand. This is great, you guys. This is by far the best first impression I think I've ever made. I don't think anyone has ever really made a good first impression. Not like a first impression. I don't think anyone handled their birth magnificently. Don't remember? Your mom does. You don't even remember how you ruined her day, did you? Let me paint it out for you. There's your mother, not wearing underpants. First off, you're welcome for that image. Lying in a dress on a hospital room on a blank, hard, cold metal table. Surrounded by family members, she's got 102 fever, medical professionals who are all trying to look up her crotch. In this really delicate, weird moment, her biggest day since her wedding. And then you, little diva that you are, you burst into the room, naked, screaming, and smothered in blood. Not even your blood. You were borrowing that. Did you ever think to return that? No, you never did. Someday she's gonna call that back.
Oh.
You owe me. That is, by the way, the only birthday you can get away doing that. Running into a room naked, screaming, smothered in blood. You do that on your 15th birthday. You spend your 16th alone.
Oh, God.
I don't care what Chuck E. Cheese told you over the phone. That was a damn lie. I've checked. I've had visions. I've had grand ideas, but you got away with it because you were the baby. Everybody loves the baby. Everybody wants the baby. Nobody wants a teenager. Nobody. I didn't even like teenagers when I was a damn teenager. Teenagers are like the worst part of your life. You don't believe me? Watch Foodie Cootie and actually pay attention. It is the worst part of your life imaginable. It is the worst thing you can ever possibly do. If you had issues with Michael Vick having dogs fighting against each other, go back to middle school. Tell me if it was any different. Difference between you and those dogs? You had to do it 5 times a day while memorizing for tests. Bitches. Never thought to return the blood either. I just think that if dogs treated people the way teenagers treat their parents, dogs would be extinct. We would have wiped them out. You wouldn't even have the micro-cocker-schnitzer doodle puddle you see white women carrying around in chapstick tubes. I need a coloring terrier. I paid $600 for it. There's something wrong with your rat. You're walking it. I saw in Central Park a woman pushing a bulldog in a stroller. Do you know what taking the dog for a walk indicates? You're dumber than that stupid bulldog. But that's
For
just
laughing?
the issue, I guess. Always thank your parents for not taking you out when they had the bloody chance, and every right to do that, by the way. Yes, thank them on their birthday, your birthday, because they were there for that. Thank them on their anniversary. Thank them on Father's Day, Mother's Day, Secretary's Day, Labor Day, just to be on the safe side. Because they could have taken you out whenever they wanted to, like back when you were just a smothering pile of cartilage and your own crap. You just put stuff in your mouth because it was there. Oh, what's this thing at the end of my leg? Oh. Wow, this tastes horrible. And my foot hurts. I'm going to try to get the other one in here at the same time. Good practice for when I'm a teenager. And speaking of teenagers, I've seen almost everything the internet has to offer porn-wise. That is the worst transition I've ever made. I gotta work on that one. Whoops. But even if I'm bored with internet sex, I still have that male desire to cram stuff into places where it's not supposed to fit. Give an example, where we moved into a new apartment, my girlfriend and I, we need storage. So my guy friends introduced me to what's called furniture porn. IKEA porn. It's nothing sexual. It is nothing titillating. It's just really risky, creative things you could do in the bedroom with bookshelves. We need all the bookshelves we can handle. And I just think my fascination with this comes from a childhood spent playing Tetris and watching tentacle hentai. Because they leave you with the same mentality. That can fit there. If we're creative. Lift your leg, honey. No, this is happening. I love those 2-minute videos that IKEA has been releasing. I'm in love with the tall, blonde Swedish woman who's running the videos. We took this and we made it onto the closet. I don't care what revealing shirt she's wearing. I don't care that she's like bending over a laundry hamper, but if she folds that laundry hamper up into the wall and it doubles over as a spice rack, I am... Let me put stuff in your mouth! Settle for you, peanut butter chocolate mousse cookie. And I think the best part about the furniture porn is how just adaptable it is. Like my friend said, if you take the IKEA bookshelf, all right, and you lay it on its side, you can put the TV on top, and every one of those cubbies can be the new home for the new gaming console. Papa, that's good, yeah. Hide that thing beneath it. We'll raise it 2 inches, put it on wheels. You can, the sweat goes up. I'm gonna get all the cat hair, yes. Yeah. I think the best part about IKEA porn. That's another terrible sentence I gotta get out of here. The best part about these videos, my girlfriend, totally into it! Totally into it! I am so thankful I finally don't have to go through every day and delete the history on freaking Google Chrome. Because every one of you has a video or image you don't want your significant other to see. Picture that right now. You're welcome. Most of you are probably going to go find that image tonight.
Like it anyway.
That's what cosplay burlesque is all for. My girlfriend comes in, watching me look at regular porn, and you'll be like, ew, you like that? You want to do that? You want to do that with me? I thought you respected me. Furniture porn is like, oh, honey, light some candles. We're doing that in the bedroom. We're going to do that over in the kitchen. We're going to do that in the living room. Leave the blinds open. Let the neighbors get jealous. She says the 2 best words any girlfriend can find in when she comes in and finds you getting, muddy with your mudkip. 2 best words. Move over. Isn't that just a grand feeling right there? But I said before, we have a cat, so we have to clean the apartment, so we bought a Roomba, which I like. I love the romanticism of having a little robot butler work for me, because I just look at it and I know it's only a matter of time before these roles are reversed. Welcome to Google. So the Roomba is a little white disc of a robot, and when it senses dust and crumbs and cat hair, of which there is much, follow me on Facebook, it's me and more cats. Oh, okay. He's doing it through me, too. So the Roomba comes to life. Its little button in the center blinks green, boop, and it goes around and starts collecting dust and hairs and crumbs. And basically, it hounds around me on the couch because if I'm playing a game, I'm watching something on Netflix, food is getting near my head. Sometimes even it gets in my mouth, but for the most part, no, it's just following around. And I'm basically promising the robot tenure. Like when you get the babysitter pregnant. 2 of you have been there. We're gonna have a long talk on We Are the Geek afterwards. So the Roomba's basically doing the robot equivalent to dry humping my leg because it knows I'm gonna keep feeding it crumbs and such. But here's my favorite part about the Roomba. I mean, it moves very, very slow. God forbid it ever catch the cat. Or if I were to say, pin the cat with my knee on the floor while the Roomba devours is screaming, "This is what happens when you wake Daddy up at 5 in the morning! This will happen every time!"
That's horrible.
So you know that's part of the joke. That didn't happen. this week. That's part of the geeky passion. I love my girlfriend and I love my cat. But next week, BioShock Infinite comes out. Priorities will be switched. Did you do the laundry? Did you do the cat litter? Did you take your insulin? No, and yep. But the Roomba will bother me. I don't feel like I'm getting the most bang for my buck. I want it to multitask. Here's how. I think the Roomba can double over as a home security system. First off, duct tape a bunch of knives around it. Don't the best sentences begin with that phrase? Duct tape, knives, here we go. Duct tape a bunch of knives around the Roomba. So that if someone breaks in through the window or through the door and they track mud through the carpet or the floor, the Roomba will sense it, come to life. It's completely silent because it completely runs on electricity. It'll run by, slice the guy's Achilles tendon, wipe up the blood because it has a mop feature on the front. Drag the body into the backyard, dig a hole, bury it in a nice plastic bag, roll it up into the carpet, come back, dust up, and go back to sleep. That's called efficiency. The Roomba has a dust sensor on the top. The exact same dust sensor that is all around it. That's how it knows where the dust and the crumbs are. Little device. Why would it have it on top? For me to play with. Here's what I've learned. If you take a sizable dust bunny and just lay it on top of the Roomba's dust sensor on top, it doesn't know what to do. It knows there's dust there. It knows its entire existence's purpose is to get the dust, but it can't flip itself. There's no little mechanical arm. It can't like shake the dust bunny off. It just starts beeping and going into this existential crisis and turning around and the little green button becomes red and it starts hating me and hating me. Why did this happen? I don't understand. I hate you. I hate you. Exterminate. I was having a really good time with Matt Smith as the Doctor, and then I realized Stephen Moffat was still writing it. My relationship to Matt Smith's Doctor Who has been like Sisyphus, pushing up a bigger and bigger boulder of my suspension of disbelief, because there's certain things you have to just accept with Doctor Who. Yes, anywhere in time and space, wibbly wobbly, it's going to be silly. Okay, I'm fine with this. I understand it's a sci-fi show. I have to ignore all the possible plot holes. Then season 7 came. With great episodes such as Asylum of the Plot Holes on a Spaceship, The Power of Plot Hole, A Town Called Plot Hole, and who can forget The Plot Holes Take Plot Hat. The Weeping Angels were just this giant ball and chain for me to wield, roll up a mountain. Okay, so, the things back from David Tennant. I loved them when David Tennant fought them. What do they do now? Okay, there's a whole planet of Weeping Angels? Okay, we'll try how that goes. And they can move their heads while they're stoned. Wait, what? Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, they're back. Cool. Oh, it's River Song again. Yeah, I remember her when she was called every character in Firefly. She's just a Mary Sue, for God's sakes. Okay, and Amy's fighting the Weeping Angels. I'm okay with that. And if you look at an angel, you become one. Wait a second! The hell? Okay. Alright, they got Rory. Okay, he's back in time. There's a retirement home where they keep their... How are they feeding these people? Alright, keep going. Also, the Statue of Liberty is a Weeping Angel. What the fuck? The only thing I saw that was worse than that was when the nostalgia critic took me out to see the 5th Twilight movie, but at least I didn't pay for the ticket and he handed me a beer and apologized for it afterward. I would love for Stephen Moffat to come to my house. Hey, I heard you like Doctor Who. I thought you did too. No. Bye. Sorry. Ponies. They're back.
Oh no!
I remember the original ponies from the 80s. I'm glad it's back. It's a really solid show. I'm okay with this. I was not okay with the way the fans handled spreading the word of the ponies. The bronies handled their takeover of the internet much like the way America handled Manifest Destiny. There's a party now! Typically, if my friends want me involved in something, they'll coax me into it, they'll sit me down. Do you remember this? All right, same director, same cast,